Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in you. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under Commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk this shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them, dap them and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon.
Shalom, brother. Shalom, shout, brother Thug. Y'all, Shamal Thug by Shalom, shout. To all the brothers and sisters tuning in online right now, man. Clap it up, man. Clap it up. Captain 13,000, the car of Orion, by the Yahanna, the Israelite school, I.S.U.P.K. Been dropping his troops since 1969, and you already know what it is, man. According to the Bible, the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. What you seeing out right now in the news, when you see the United States join the so-called Israelis, that devil over there calling himself a Jew, when you see that, you seeing the Lord fight for his people. Donald Trump and the wicked, cruel oppressors of this nation in America thought that they could persecute the Hispanics, our brothers, our Latino brothers, and that the Lord was not going to fight for them and fight for them. And tonight we remember when the Lord fought for us again. Right. Like we just passed February, right? February, what was the so-called holiday in February? It was so-called Valentine's Day. Where supposedly it's about love and, you know, giving your loved one a gift. I tell you, like, it's not. You should see that now when you're watching them Epstein stories. You see them Epstein files going that Valentine's Day. You celebrate Valentine's Day. If you celebrated that holiday, you are just like Jeffrey Epstein. You just celebrate a poor Valentine's Day. Right. The rich, the wealthy, the wicked of this earth, they really celebrate the true Valentine's Day out there on Epstein Island. Right. Your poor black behind, you giving a gift to a black woman that had sex with her and throw away for it. Like you just celebrating the poor man's Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna show you a true love story. We're gonna show you the true love story tonight. Right now, we in the Feast of Purim. Get the Lord in hand. We in the Feast of Purim. This is a true love story, but not a love story where you give a gift to a slut. You understand? To some but entertainer. You understand? This is a story about the Lord having a love for his people. Right. A love story of a man that loved his people so much that he put his life on the line every day. A story about a young, beautiful sister who put her life on the line for the love of her nation. Right. And for the love of how that man raised her, man. In the world now, you celebrating so many holidays that now you started seeing, if you celebrate Valentine's Day, you might as well eat a baby. Right. That's what you're into. You might as well eat a baby and, you know, do all those strange, weird, lascivious things that Epstein does because he celebrates Valentine's Day as well. And here in this house on the Commander General Yahanna, we celebrating the Feast of Purim. That's right. You understand? And we're remembering when the Lord fought for us. Just like he's fighting for us now. When those missiles hit Iran, brother, with the calls, I know you got the call. My red ran downstairs said, "Baby, they just hit Iran." I said, "Oh my goodness!" Cut on the news. Then you hear about the warships. That is the love that the Lord has for the blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. And today we are gonna remember. That's just like today. That's just like today. Like the Lord gives us high holy days and feast days to remember when He stands for us. As the nations try to destroy us. You understand? Give me a read if I could. We're going to, of course, start in the book of Esther. If I could, so go ahead, sir. Come, sir. Got the book of Job. Got the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. Mm-hmm. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Down to the valley of where? Jehoshaphat. The valley of Jehoshaphat, according to the Bible, is the Middle East. Over there in Iran, pieces of Saudi Arabia, our homeland. That is the valley of Jehoshaphat. Go ahead, I'll keep reading. Come. And will plead with them, therefore, for my people. If I could, say it again. And will plead with them, for my people. For who? My people. For who? My people. The Lord said, I will plead with them. The Lord ain't going to be begging. Right. So when they say plead, then please believe it don't mean the Lord will sound like the Christian pastor or like the, when the black people like to march after a police officer or like ICE murders innocent United States civilians in the street, and you want to go out and march in Minnesota and plead. That's not how the Lord is going to plead with these nations. You understand? Hold your point 1 second. The Lord is going to plead with them with destruction, with disease, with famine, with war. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
I got that precept if you want it.
Stay right where you at. Finish that, then you go to the next one. Then we're going to jump into this Purim, man.
Come, sir. Valley Jehovah, and will plead with them for my people.
And them, of course, is the other nation. We ain't over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. We ain't in our homeland. The Lord said, I'm going to plead with them. How you going to plead with them? By shedding their blood. Right. By shedding their blood. They hunted the Hispanics. They persecuted our Latinos brothers at the hands of ICE and that cruel, vicious, so-called President Donald Trump. You understand? Your leader of white supremacy who eats babies and gives other white men blowjobs. You understand? They hunted us down. The Lord is going to plead with them with shedding their blood. Keep reading.
Come, sir. And for my heritage.
And for what?
And for my heritage.
For my heritage. That's what we're going into tonight. This is your heritage, black man. Not Valentine's Day. What else coming up? March. Black History Month or something?
That was February.
That was February 2. You got this so-called Black History Month with them filthy, disgusting trades. Go ahead.
Black History Month also is the month they celebrate the LGBTQ stuff too.
In the March.
It's March.
Yeah. Into March, yeah, of course. Now you're celebrating homosexuality. I mean, now it should be all coming full circle. To all of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that have been watching the UPK for so long and listening to Commander General Yahanna and the prophets for so long, thinking that we was crazy.
Right.
This white man is eating your babies.
Right.
And you celebrating these holidays, celebrating his feast when this is your heritage. Purim is your heritage. Right. And glory be to the Most High. All of our high holidays got something to do with him destroying the heathens.
That's right.
You understand? Once again, we got the 57th annual Passover coming up. I give the Lord a hand for that. Right? April 4th. Get your ass to Houston, Texas. BH Ranch. Let's get it on, man. What is that about? The Lord destroying our enemies. Right. Just like here in Purim. But here, this is how the Lord is going to show you here. Brothers like to say this term, right? This is how the Lord finesse. You understand? This story of Purim, this is about finesse. You know the Lord is a black man. You know the Most High God is a black man sitting on the throne made of fire. He going to use this sister Esther to finesse him. That's right. You understand? And you black women, as you listen to the story, you black and Hispanic and Native American women, as you listen to the story, you should really recognize the true power that this woman used by hearkening and by obeying the man of the Lord. Now let's go ahead and start reading the book of Esther, chapter 1. So this is what we're going to do. We're reading on down. This is the first chapters of the book of Esther. We're going to start it today. We're going to finish and wrap it up tomorrow. The Feast of Purim was, of course, 2 days. All right? Go ahead and begin. That's the chapter 1, verse 1. We can start there. Whenever y'all got it, go ahead and read.
Kind of.
Shalom to the sister. Shalom Shema. Shalom Shai said. Beautiful young princess from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? You understand? The sister Esther, of course, we're going to read. I'll give you a little preview. Of course, she's from the tribe of Benjamin as well. You understand? As soon as you got it, go ahead and put it on out.
Come. This is the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1.
Read it a little louder.
Come. It's the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India, even on to Ethiopia, over 127 provinces.
Now the name is Ahasuerus, okay? Ahasuerus, all right? Also known as Xerxes. Is how they say his name, Xerxes. If we read in the Bible in the Zondervan, go ahead and pull this out, Shaphat. I want you to read this down here. Or Barak, whoever got it, right here. You pull out that Zondervan Bible, it talks about this heathen king, Ahasuerus or Xerxes, who was the king of the Persian and the Medes, all right? This is the king after Babylon fell. After we left the Babylonian captivity, we was led away by Nebuchadnezzar. We went into the Persian captivity. We went into captivity under the Persian and the Medes, under Ahasuerus or Xerxes, all right? Go ahead and read that when you got it out the Zondervan.
Coming out of the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, you got Ahasuerus. Number 1, the father of Darius the Mede, mentioned in Daniel chapter 9, verse 1. Number 2, king of Persia, mentioned in the book of Esther. There seems to be little doubt that he is to be identified with the well-known Xerxes, who reigned from 486 to 465 BC. The Ahasuerus of Ezra, chapter 4, verse 6, to whom were written accusations against the Jews of Jerusalem.
Right, so we're going into this now. We're going into the story now, right now. This is the kingdom or the captivity we're in under the Persians and the Medes under Xerxes. Keep reading. Now, you can drop the Zondervan. Go ahead and keep reading, Shaphat and F.
Come, sir. Verse 2. That in those days, when the king, how you say it again?
You can say Xerxes or Ahasuerus.
Come. Xerxes sat on the throne of his kingdom, which is in Shushan, the palace.
Go ahead and keep reading. So Shushan is the palace, that's his kingdom. It told you all his reign, what he ruled, how long he ruled. Keep reading.
Come. In the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants. The power of Persia and Media. So Media. The nobles.
Medes. The power of Persia and Media.
Come, sir. The nobles and princes of the provinces in before him.
Right. So now he's making, of course, a feast to all his princes, all his sons, all his high-up. You understand? His royal house, the people that work in his house, his advisors, of course, his children. So he's making a banquet unto them. Read.
Come. When he shewed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even in 180 days.
Right. So he's just basking in the pride of his kingdom, of his rulership, showing all the jewels and the stolen artifacts, everything he's conquered and what he rules over. He's just basking in the glory of his conquest. All right. Keep reading when you get a chance.
Verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan the palace, both great and small, 7 days in the court of the garden of the king's palace.
Keep reading.
Where white, green, and blue hangings. Where were white, green, and blue hangings fastened with cords of fine linen and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble.
So this is a lavish palace in Shushan. So he said you got pillars of marble. You ever seen marble? You ever seen marble floors? You seen those marble floors? Just think large pillars of marble that have ribbons of green and white. These are their colors. But the person means these are their colors. These are their banners, and they're streamed all over this court of this palace, man. Of marble, which shows you how much wealth this king had. Keep reading.
The beds were of gold and silver.
The beds was of what?
Gold and silver.
Now, I don't know about you, Barak, but the Lord said that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. I ain't never seen a bed of gold. You understand? I've never seen listen, these heathens have been rich for a long time. You understand?
Okay.
These heathens have been rich and been living off our backs and blood for a long time, so much that he's laying in a bed of gold and silver. He got gold accents on the tapestry of the bed and the carvings of the bed. Like now is the time for us to get right, to serve the Lord. Keep reading.
Khan. Upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold.
So they're having a party, man. They're having a great big feast. This king is rich. He's wealthy. He's basking in the glory of his princes, his sons. You understand? Which also is wealth to him. It shows his power and it's increasing in his pride. Go ahead.
Khan. The vessels being diverse one from another. The royal wine is in abundance according to the state of the king.
He got a spread. I'm talking about he has a luxurious spread before him and before all the people of his house. Keep reading.
Khan. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure.
They should what?
Do according to every man's pleasure.
Read that scripture again.
Khan. Verse 8. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel. And the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure.
According to every man's pleasure. Good night. You understand? So they drinking and they basking and they say you do that every man's pleasure. So this is it's starting to sound like an Epstein party to me. It's starting to sound like an Epstein party where they just rich and drunk and get the bask and all of their riches and all of their might, and they just doing whatever pleases them. That is this place. They're doing whatever pleases them, whatever makes them feel good, you ought to do. The king put men in charge of it to make sure every man does to his pleasure. He reads.
Khan. Verse 9. Also Vashti the queen made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus.
So Vashti is this king's wife. This heathen woman, her name is Vashti. This is Xerxes or Ahasuerus' wife. And she made a banquet to the women in the property that the king owned. Keep reading.
Khan. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zethar, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king.
Right. So these are the men that minister directly to the king, to Xerxes. These are the men that Wakwashi just named, the men who Wakwashi just named, who minister directly to him on a daily basis. Keep reading.
Khan.
And Salat, you forget the part we said he was married. So he's been drunk for about 7 days. You understand?
Khan. To Khan. Verse 11. To bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal to show the people and the princess her beauty.
So listen. So now he called him for his wife. Well, he considered a beautiful woman. Why? Once again, why? To show her off to his friends, to see how glorious he is, to see how bad he is, that he got such a so-called beautiful heathen. Some beautiful heathen woman, he want to see her, bring her to show her off to everybody. Read.
Khan. For she was fair to look on.
She was fair to look on. That's what the scriptures say. Some heathen that look kind of all right, like that. Keep reading.
Khan. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment.
Queen Vashti did what?
Refused to come to the king, come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains.
So she disobeyed him. He sent his men out and said, "Go get Vashti, bring it in." She said, "I ain't going over there." She said, "I ain't going up there." She disobeyed him. Keep reading.
Khan. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
Why? Because he's embarrassed now. He drunk. He around all his friends, around all his princes, around all his, his pupils, the people that does business in his kingdom. And he called for his wife. His wife said, "Embarrassing." Keep reading.
Khan. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment.
Now listen. You want to pay close attention to that because that's how, And what this heathen king did, he said he went and spoke to wise men that knew the times. He said he knew the times and what else?
The new law and judgment.
The new law and judgment. So these are wise men who deal with the kingdom society and their social workings and their social settings. You understand? And how the laws apply and how the people react to laws and punishments. You understand? And know the times. You understand? Meaning they know the vibe on the people, so to speak. Right. You understand? The social interactions of his kingdom here under this Persian king. All right? And that's something that we have to pay attention to, because these heathens constantly do that with our people. That's right. These heathens constantly observe us constantly. Give me that scripture where it said real quick, they take crafty counsel real fast. Give me that scripture, because that scripture is manifold, all right? These heathens, and of course you read it all throughout the Bible. You read it all throughout the Bible. Just a quick jump real quick. Heathens always ask other nations who are familiar with our people on how they can conquer us, right, and how they can use us for their own gain. And those heathens that are familiar with our culture and our heritage, what do they tell? What do they tell the king or whatever superpower is trying to enslave us? What do those heathens say to those powers, those nations that try to conquer us, who familiar with us and familiar with our history? What do they tell them about our people? Say again? Salam. Oh, salam. Anybody know? Go ahead. Anybody know?
Say the question again, Kyle.
Okay. These heathen, what this heathen king did, Xerxes did, when she made him mad, you understand? He went to wise men that knew the times, that knew laws and judgments. Why? To get counsel with them on what he should do. You understand? This is what other nations do constantly to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in America. When we do certain things, they collect with each other, gather with each other, and see what the times are to see how to deal with us, right, with the matters with us. Right. And so, throughout history of the Bible, when these powers, when these nations rise against us to conquer us, they talk to someone who's familiar with our history. We're familiar with our heritage. And what do they say to those nations that's trying to conquer us? What is the only thing they tell those kings about us if they want to try to conquer us? Shabbat, go ahead.
We get them city.
That's it. Get them out. They study us and they watch us. And they go to men that know about us and know our people for thousands of years. And they say, how we can conquer these people? They say, well, listen, if they're keeping the laws, you ain't got no chance. Yeah. You cannot, you should just go ahead and leave them alone. But if they sinning, if they worshiping other gods, then you can conquer them. So what this heathen did, just to deal with his own wife, is what heathens do on a massive level towards blacks and Hispanics in America. All right? We can hold that scripture you got, but we can continue on Esther, right? Keep reading.
Verse 14. And the next unto him was Charshina, Shethar, Adamatha, Tarshish, Maris, Marcina, Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and the Medes, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to the law, because she had not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains?
So what this woman Vashti did, she broke the law that this king had in his nation, that she did not come to him when he called. And so now he's sitting amongst the court like, what should we do with her? How should we deal with her? Now, remember again, this is just one woman. This is just one woman. Why he ain't just say, oh, man, forget her? Why he ain't just say, man, oh, baby, she called, man. Give me another drink. Oh, whatever. Why did he not do that? For this, remember, this is just one woman. So you got to keep in mind, why is he now going to get counsel from these wise men about the times? And like, yo, what should we do that she disobeyed the king in his court? Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
Say it again.
For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
That's why. Influence. They don't want what this woman has done to influence other women in his kingdom. Which shows you what? Now, what does that show you? That for what this one woman did by disobeying his king, they can say, they like, man, we got to do something before all women get influenced by this and disobey them. Which shows you what about these nations? That they're willing to go to this length to deal with this one woman so that it doesn't influence the rest. What do these nations know? Got it, right?
Stop a wicked bitch.
Stop a wicked bitch. I want to get what they call it, banging. You know what I mean? But what do they know? They know that in order to rule, your woman has to be, she has to be obedient to you. You understand? In order to have a functioning kingdom, your woman got to be with you.
Right.
She got to be with you. She can't be against you in order to have a functioning kingdom. Nobody's going to respect you. Nobody's going to honor you if your woman is rising up against you. Which goes to show you, like, we have been in terrible, terrible times dealing with our sisters here among the Black and Hispanic community. Like, the so-called white man has turned our sisters completely against us now. And even these nations know that in order to have a functioning, rich society, like, we read how wealthy this king was and how rich and powerful he was. But in order to sustain it, these nations know that your woman has to obey you out. She has to be in agreement with you. She has to be subservient to you. Keep reading.
God, it's down here like they learn Adam and Eve's story better than us.
Right.
They learn the value and you gotta stay on top of that shit.
Get kind of shocked. You understand? They know the value of a wife being led by a man and obeying that man, even if she doesn't want to. You understand? We lost that value. We lost that value being subservient to America. What you see now, Cardi B is what? She's a disobedient woman. And she's influencing other women.
Right.
And this is how the nations come together to destroy us. They make Cardi B rich and powerful. But they would never let an East Indian woman do that in their kingdom. After shaming them. They would never let a so-called white woman do that. After shaming them. Or a Chinese woman, forget about it. A rich, powerful Chinese woman. Kim Jong-un, you would never see Kim Jong-un's woman twerking on a robot in China. You understand? But they give that to our women to influence our sisters because they know that will break down the society. That's why this king is going to the wise men to know the times. Like, yo, we got to do something about this because this cannot spread.
Right.
This can't spread. Right, because it's going to disrupt the kingdom. Go ahead, keep reading.
One more thing, Cap. I mean,
come on up, Cap.
That basketball player, Iman Shumpert, he was with that broad who is
man, she was disgusting.
What's her name?
Taylor.
Yo, she's going to say that. We in the same mind. You know, they made her woman of the year.
That's after that. Salaki,
go ahead. Come on.
That's after that goddamn movie, Cap. She did. Oh, she was so disgusting.
Yeah.
She was so disgusting. I think she was only in the movie to be disgusting.
Yeah.
To be shamed.
But that's the glory they give them. Once a powerful Black or Hispanic woman shames her husband, she goes to the top. They did it with her. What's the other one? Usher. Remember Usher touched her and the husband may not forget her name. What's the little actor?
It's telling me.
Oh, I forget her name.
Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, Kiki Palmer.
They did it with her too. They put her on Like once you do that, once you shame your husband, they make you a star.
That's right.
Heathens, they ain't having that shit. They're wrong as hell because they be violating them women, but
That's right.
they ain't having that. So that
That's right. You can't be shot in the hand. So right. Let's continue. Keep reading the question.
I think Shapan want to jump.
Oh, go ahead, Salaki, brother.
Like about man, I just want to add what Cap was saying. Not only that, they gave Tiana, they gave her own Jordans.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Her own Jordans.
Oh, she ain't playing no basketball.
Salaki. And then almost like in the whole movie, what's the name of the movie?
Something problem after another.
Yeah, one thing after another, something like that. One battle after another, or something like that. The whole time, I mean, she is doing things with white men. I mean, she in the movie out, and they portray her as like some just nasty whore with white women that hated her child.
Yep.
Completely hated her child. Like Grandma Shaw said, they sent her right to the top. So once again, these other nations watch us and study us to know how to break our family structure now in order to make them rich, and get marble pillars. But they wouldn't dare let their woman do it.
Right.
They wouldn't dare do it. And we'll read it now. Keep reading.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes.
Like if this was a righteous kingdom, if we were in America, right, and we bring this to today, if this was a righteous kingdom, you understand? If this was a righteous society, they wouldn't let no women do what our women do.
Mm-hmm.
Not one, because it would spread. It would destroy the society. But we making this nation, our women pouring themselves, being provocative, being rebellious against their own husbands out for generations, watching their mothers do it and their mothers do it and their mothers do it. It is making this white man rich beyond belief. Keep reading.
When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen, to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and the Medes say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Say it again.
Thus shall arise too much contempt and wrath.
Listen, read 18 again.
Verse 18.
This cat know this is gonna cause problems. Right. Because if one woman does that to the king, what you think the other women are gonna do? They ain't gonna listen to nobody. You understand? And then maybe their sons will start growing up and dishonoring the father. Maybe they won't have the father. Maybe the father will leave.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the fathers leave from trying not to, harm the woman. Maybe they get put out. And then maybe their sons will turn into gangbangers and start to kill each other because they was raised by women. Maybe this heathen king sees that and he doesn't want that for his people. Because that is exactly what is happening to us. Keep reading now.
Verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and the Medes say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Mm-hmm. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Go ahead, keep reading.
If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him.
He had to make a royal commandment about this bride for what she did. Keep reading.
And let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
Listen, he punished this woman out and took everything that she had out. Punished this woman and took everything she had so that other women wouldn't get influenced by her disobedience. Now feel that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that for a minute. Meanwhile, our women get praised, like Kevin Shaw was bringing out, get praised for being a whore. We got a royal commandment too. This whole Bible is royal commandments. We got a royal commandment too. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel.
That's right.
That's a royal commandment. Now look at us today. And once again, our enemy knows that what our women are trained to do and influenced to do will break our society in half.
Yep.
You understand? It will destroy us. Perpetually, it will destroy us. That's how important it is for a woman to be in subject unto her husband. That's how important it is. This king knew it. You understand? Keep reading.
It's like that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Azores, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. Verse 20. And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great.
For it is what?
For it is great.
For it is what?
For it is great.
Come on, man. Keep reading.
All the wives shall give to their
what?
All the wives.
All the what?
Wives
Go ahead.
shall give to their husband.
Go ahead.
Honor.
What?
Honor.
What?
Honor.
Go ahead.
Both to great and small.
To what?
Great and small.
To great and what?
Small.
Listen, this king said, listen, this royal law gonna apply to the great men in our kingdom and the small ones. Right. Meaning not just the prince, meaning the man that cleaned up the trash in Persia. His wife gonna honor him too.
Right.
Like come on now. Like, come on now. You understand? These nations will never do what they influence our people to do. They would never do.
Right.
Our destruction makes them vastly rich. Vastly. When the Lord gave us and listen, the Lord gave us these laws to be above them.
Right.
This Persian king is really taking our laws out. You understand? It's our laws for our women to honor us. Do you understand that? Salaki, you want to say something?
No, I tell you, you ain't gonna see him. You ain't gonna see him behind the pillar. You gotta step forward so you can see Yahanna.
Oh, Salaki, my part is
step forward. I really like everything there.
Go ahead. So having what you were saying is, I'm trying to picture a royal decree being given to all Black Latino, women, that even your baby father that's behind on that child support, you must honor him.
It's like they have broken us down. To the morsel. This is one thing I'm talking about. These heathens out. I told the camera shot about this. These heathens out have destroyed us for so many years by taking that crafty counsel and using us against each other, using the woman against the man. And our only chance is the Most High.
Right.
Like, don't think like I look at some of these people online and think they're gonna start some group, and all of a sudden, Black people, we just gonna rebuild and get land and have a farm and do real estate, and we'll have little Tesla houses, and you understand? It is not going to work. It's not going to work. The only thing that's going to work for us is turning back to the Lord. That's right.
That's
like
right.
These nations have crushed us most times right. Like these nations have used us against each other and crushed us into powder. Our only salvation is going to come from the Most High. You better believe that. Christ said, occupy till I return. That's what we're doing. We occupy. Don't have something slip in your mind like, yeah, man, I had a brother come up with me the other day to me, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everybody on the same page so we can do this and do that and get land. But first you got to do this on your birth certificate, and then you got to do this. I said, man, yeah, man, whatever, man. It drove off. I couldn't help it. He was a brother too. I felt that. No, I couldn't deal with that. I didn't want to hear. He don't understand it. The only way we're gonna get to do anything is if a man loves his brother like he loves himself. You understand? Keep reading.
Khan. Verse 21. And the saying pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Menachue. Khan. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, to every man, that every man should bear rule in his own house, and that it should be published according to the language of every people.
He put out his order, man. Your wife is the honor. Like, come on, man. We follow these laws, statutes, commandments. How much greater would the Lord make us in the face of these other nations? Keep reading, chapter 2.
Khan. It's Esther chapter 2, verse 1. After these things, when the wrath of King Azores was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her.
Go ahead.
Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for the king.
Listen, now they like, man, hey, let's go get some young women for the king. Let's really show a disobedient woman what to do. You go get 3 young things. Let's go get some more young things since she want to be so disobedient. She's old. She's old. She's been here for a while. Let's go get some young virgins for the king. Since you want to be so disobedient, keep reading.
Kind. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Hagi, the king's chamberlain.
Now listen, these heathens been living so good out there. Imagine this. I know Barack don't like this. Barack. Imagine this, Barack. You the king, you understand? And you got officers set up to find the baddest women in all the provinces. You got officers of 50 of these bad virgins and these bad virgins over here. You go find me 500 bad virgins. You find me 1,000 and bring them all to Shushan. Man, these heathens have been living like this for way too long. They've been living in their power. They see, eating pork and other unclean animals and worshiping false gods for way too long while we've been destroyed. This cat got officers in charge of finding beautiful women. Like, come on, man. How long we gonna be getting high smoking weed? You black men watching, you Hispanic brothers watching, you don't want none of that? You don't want the rulership that the Lord promised you? You gonna let these heathens just get rich and wealthy and rule on top of you forever while you smoking whatever the hell they're selling at them gas stations? You getting high, drinking? Go ahead.
I was talking with Captain Shock, and Cap was telling me about how much these Arabs are paying the footballers, just for 1 year or 2 years, and like something like what, 500 million. $1 billion, and I was thinking, set it off when she caught the dude, and she was like, "You spending all my money." I felt offended that these Arabs was giving these footballers all this, and that's our money that they spending. I just felt, that was my money they spent. You can't, sir.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
my money.
We spent so long, we served them without even knowing we serving them at this point. There's so many layers to our oppression under these other nations. You wouldn't even be able to fathom just how much of our lives is dedicated to making them wealthy and making these other nations comfortable. So just imagine when you get hungry and you go literally, think of how much your appetite feeds these nations out. The fact that you hungry and don't have your own business to go to and they own everything. Your very appetite is making them richer. You understand? Amongst a whole slew of other things. Meanwhile, kings like this get to just, go give me all the virtues you can find, all the things you can find. Keep reading now.
Kind. Keeper of the women, and let their things for purification be given them.
So now he finding all these virgins, he put men in charge of them. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna give them all the things they need, all the smell, all the perfume, all the body oils, all the body butters. He listen, get them up, dress them up, make them look good, everything they need for their purification. Go ahead.
Kind. Verse 4. And let the maiden which pleases the king be queen instead of Vashti.
So he looking for a new queen. Keep reading.
Kind. And the thing pleased the king, and he did so.
Keep reading.
Now in Shushan the palace, there was a certain Jew.
A certain Jew. Go ahead.
Whose name was Mordecai.
His name was what?
Mordecai.
Go ahead.
The son of Jair, the son of Shemai, the son of Kish, a Benjamite.
A what?
A Benjamite.
Give a hand for the tribe of Benjamin. The wolf pack, you understand? So this brother Mordecai was a Jew, and he worked in the palace. Keep reading.
Khan, verse 6, who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
So Mordecai is the brothers. Of course, remember, the Babylonian kingdom under Nebuchadnezzar, he conquered the southern kingdom of Israel. Remember, Israel was split into two kingdoms. It was the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom was made up of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern kingdom was the other 9.5 tribes and some of Levi, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi went into the Babylonian captivity, and after that, the remnant of them went into the Persian and Mede captivity, which we read about now. That's what that's saying. That's how they're saying Mordecai got into this situation. This is after the Babylonian captivity. Keep reading.
Khan. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful.
So remember, he been through the Babylonian captivity. Who knows why Esther don't got a father and mother? They could have died. They could have got split up. You remember slavery?
Right.
One family gets sent over here, one family gets sent over here. Who knows? Now Mordecai had to adopt this young sister Esther because she don't have no mother and father. Keep reading.
Khan. Whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter.
So they died. Keep reading.
Khan. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also into the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the women.
So Esther was also one of these young virgins. And virgins, of course, according to the Bible, does not mean a woman that didn't have sex. Virgin is just a young woman of marriageable age. That's what a virgin means. That's what that means today in America. A virgin means a woman that never had sex before. In the Bible, when it refers to a virgin, it's just a young woman or a young maiden that's of marriageable age. All right, keep reading.
Khan, verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens, which were meet to be given her out of the king's house, and he preferred her and her maids unto the best place of the house of the women.
So Haggai, which was the officer over these women, Haggai looked at her, like, he pleased her, like, yo, this the bad one. He gave us 7 other women to be with, gave her everything that she needed, all the oils, all the lady necessities. You sisters know what they're talking about. You understand? All the things that make me want to call you later. You understand? He gave you all of those things. All right, keep reading.
Khan. Esther had not showed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it.
Now, what does that mean? Go ahead.
Her uncle told her, "Don't tell anybody you're a Jew."
That's it. Your brother ain't. He said he not showed the people. He not showed the people. I mean, he told her, "Don't tell them that you're an Israelite. Don't tell them. Don't. You know what I mean? Don't go in there. Don't tell them that." Keep reading.
Khan. Verse 11. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her.
So he checked on her. Once again. He worked in the palace. He know where she at. You know, he said, man, listen, you go there, you know, Mordecai might can't take care of her. So when you read these stories out, and this is something that General Katham, big shout out to General Katham, man. We in DC. You know what I'm saying? I mean, General Katham will break their history down. This is some of how he will break it down. And that when you read this history and you read the history of our people throughout that Bible, you just gotta think like a black man. You understand? You poor, you just got out of slavery, you working. He like, man, go ahead and you know what I mean, go to the palace, man. Go there. Don't tell them who you are, but go there because they can take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I can't take care of you. You understand? So you think of a poor, struggling brother, you know, trying to make ends meet. He got this young woman with him. Her parents done died. He like, man, yeah, go ahead. She got the opportunity to go be in the palace. She taken care of, man. You understand? So you think that. So when you envision in the story, envision that in your mind, man. And that's the story of so many brothers. So many brothers, man, that raise children that's not theirs, and just try to put them in a better situation. And so like our people, all right? And he would check on her. He would check on her, make sure she good, see how she doing. And that was that. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Now when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of women, for so were the days of their purification accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors.
Good night. Come on, bro. I want some of that. I want you in the bath of milk for 6 months. 6 months. I want you in the bath of milk, oil. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to see you yet. You got 6 months just to marinate in the oils and all the things that I like, so you can just be nice and soft. Right. Come on, man. I got to have some of that, man. You understand? I got to have some of that. Keep reading.
With 6 months with sweet odors and with other things for the purifying of women.
Go ahead.
Then thus came every maiden unto the king, whatsoever she desired was given her, to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house. Mm-hmm. In the evening she went, and on the morrow she returned into the second house of the women, and the custody of Shashgaz, the king's the king's chamberlain, which kept the concubines. She came in unto the king no more, except the king delighted in her, and that she was called by name. Now when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go into the king, she required nothing but what Haggai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of women, appointed, and Esther obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her.
So once again, she's from the tribe of Benjamin. So of course, the tribe of Benjamin is what? Jamaica, all those West Indian islands, Trinidad, Barbados. And give me some more. St. Croix. What else?
Virgin
Islands. All those beautiful places where the baddest sisters live. Mm-hmm. You get across the Bahamas, forget about it. You come across that crystal blue water and you see the most beautiful sister you've ever seen across there. And it is notorious in the Bible how bad our women are. So notorious on how beautiful they are. I mean, they're infamous in the Bible for being beautiful. Our sisters. All right, keep reading.
Verse 16. So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus into his house royal in the 10th month, which is a month to Beth, in the 7th year of his reign. Mm-hmm. And the king loved Esther above all the women.
Listen, she was so bad, I can't even care about the Mother Brown. That's how bad Esther was. That's how beautiful this sister was. Keep reading.
And she obtained grace and favor in his sight, more than all the virgins.
More than all the other women he had. Like this one right here, he head over heels for this. You understand? He a teddy bear for her right here. Keep reading.
So that he set the royal crown upon her head and
she got it. Like he cooked. You understand? He's so in love with this sister, this Benjamin sister. He take his crown like, "What's up, baby?" Put her on her head. How you feeling today? Yeah. All the other girls watching, he don't even care. Like, worry about this, baby. How you like that? You know what I mean? He's loving that sister. Go ahead, keep reading.
And he set the so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti.
So now she the queen now. She the new queen. Go ahead.
Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants, even Esther's feast. And he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king.
Keep reading.
And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Esther had not Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people.
Right. So yeah, of course, still now, she hasn't told the king or anybody else that she's an Israelite. She hasn't said anything. Keep reading.
As Mordecai had charged her, for Esther did the commandment of Mordecai.
This goes to show you, just a quick side. I was supposed to show you the white man always make movies about, ancient civilizations, rulerships. Of course, he make the Persians and Medes white. If they was white, how would this Jamaican sister have to not show us them? They would automatically identify. Which means these of course, these Persians, these are a browner, darker skinned people that we blended in among. You understand? It just goes to show you the white man steals every goddamn thing out. Keep reading.
It's like, if I could
go ahead.
What you was just saying is so heavy because whenever I'm looking at Azores and you brought out that he's Xerxes, I'm thinking of that tall bastard from 300.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, from 300. Look at the Spartans.
Yeah, kind.
Right, exactly. So you make them look, whitish, fair skin. But of course, this is a melting pot of people, all different colored, brown skinned people. Not saying that they're all Israelites or one nation, but this is all people that have been conquered. It's all together. That's why in the scriptures beforehand, it said that they sent letters to all the provinces in their language. I mean, this is a different type of nations of people all together to where Esther doesn't have to show her kindred. You understand? It could be seen like she's just one of them or some other nation, but she hasn't told them yet that she's an Israelite.
Kind. Like as when she was brought up with them. Verse 21. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, two of the king's chamberlain, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, were wroth and sought to lay hands on the king Azores. And the two chamberlains, they hate King Xerxes or King Ashtaroth. They hate him. You understand? They robbed with him. They hate him. They disgruntled servants. They seek to do something to him. Keep reading. Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, and told it unto Esther the queen, and Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name. And when the inquisition was made of the matter,
stop right there. So Mordecai out there, he see these two chamberlains plotting against King Xerxes. So he go tell Esther, he like, look, Esther, let him know, these cats trying to kill him. They talking about this and that, woo, they trying to kill him, let him know. So Esther run back and tell him, like, babe, these two cats, they ain't locked in with you like that. They serving you, but they hate you. They plotting on you. So they did an inquisition. So now the king investigated to see if it's true. He read.
And when the inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore, they were both hanged on a tree. And it was written in the books of the Chronicles before the king.
So those two kings put to death. Those two cats was put to death by the king. You understand? Now, what's that showing you? That now the king is going to trust Esther, and the fact that she did it in Mordecai's name. She like, my uncle told me. You understand? So remember that. As we go through the book of Esther and this Feast of Purim, as we go through this book, remember that. She's gaining trust with a king that's already in love with her. Head over heels with her. Keep reading.
Esther 3:1. After these things did King Azores promote Haman.
If I could, brother, just keep me right on the time, all right? Keep me right on the time so I know when we need to stop, all right?
Go straight to 9.
Okay, come, sir. Go ahead,
Esther 3:1. After these things did King Azores promote Haman, the son of Amadatha the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
So this heathen Haman, all right, he has an office or position in the kingdom where he's above the princes. I mean, so he's like a top advisor or a top executive or something of that sort in this kingdom. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed in reverence Haman.
All right, so this heathen now he got power. He got power. So everybody else that's the king's servants, they bow to him. He got status. He has status in his kingdom, all right? Under the king. Keep reading.
For the king had so commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not.
But Mordecai what?
Bowed not.
He did what?
Bowed not.
Go ahead.
Nor did him it's like irreverence.
Here we go. Mordecai, you know, of course, is an Israelite, a tribe of Benjamin, and we don't bow to no man.
Right.
We only have one God. We don't bow to no man, which shows you the integrity of this king. Like he's on the bottom. They've been in 2 different captivities and still won't bow to this king. Like I was like, you know, hell, who the hell is you? Go ahead. Right. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Then the king's servants, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgresseth? It's like it. Why transgresseth thou the king's commandment?
I mean, why you ain't bowing? What's up with you? Keep reading.
Verse 4. Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them.
Listen, man, it's lucky, man. Listen, pick up the question, get camera shot too. You can just imagine some cold venom like just looking at him, sucking his teeth like, keep walking past him every day. This is all about. Like, job, man. But she talking to me, like just walking past him, giving in their face, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a stone cold Jamaican or Trinidadian, just like, you know what I mean? Like just making them cringe. You understand? Like just imagine that. This cat doing it every day. And they walk past, he just walk back, he just ignoring it. Like he don't even see it. Keep reading.
That they told him to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. Verse 5.
Go ahead.
And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
Right. So this cat so full of pride. He like, man, this one brother. This goes to show you how powerful the word of the Lord is and the spirit of the Lord is in one man. He got the whole kingdom. He got the whole kingdom bowing at him. But it's just this one cat that will not bow that has this heathen furious. Which goes to show you how disgusting that type of pride is. That's the white man's pride. Like you got the whole planet Earth. You got the whole planet Earth to your disposal. You gotta hunt the Hispanics too. You gotta hunt them and kill their children too and separate the children too. And you have the entire earth at your disposal. Like that's a disgusting pride that this heathen had. He got the whole palace bound to him, but this one brother, this one Benjamite brother who told him he's a Jew, just will not bow to him. And got him in his feelings. Put a demon on him. Go ahead.
Colonel, there's a question online from Give Back What They Stole Now. They said, is Haman an Edomite, sir?
No, he's not an Edomite. I was never out in the peace room. I was never slightly captain shot at you. Go ahead.
You talking about Haman?
Yeah.
That's an
I'm the guy. Yeah, I'm the guy. He's a so-called, what would be considered today a so-called Jew. The water, yeah. Keep reading.
Verse 6. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone.
Mm-hmm.
For they had shewed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus.
So now we get into it. Now we get into it because this one brother wouldn't bow to this cat. He like, I'm gonna kill all these people. This was because of his own pride. He said, I'm gonna kill all. Just for you. Keep reading.
Even the people of Mordecai.
Even the other Benjamites. Go ahead.
Verse 7. In the first month, that is the month of Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus,
yep.
They cast Pur, that is the lot.
They cast what?
Pur, that is the lot.
What that mean, young brother? The brother's reading. You know what I mean? They say they carry first, which is the lot. You ever heard that before?
Lots.
Roll dice. Roll dice. About killing our people. Salah, somebody got a question? Youngsters over here, Salah. Say that one more time, sis. Speak up again, sis.
All people that bow to him, then technically
You said, let me just make sure I heard you right. So you said if the heathen killed all the people that bow to him, that he would kill all his people too? Okay, if he killed the people that bow to him, he would kill people who serve him. But that's not what was it about. He wants to kill the people of the man that will not bow to him. You understand? Mordecai was a brother that didn't bow to him. So imagine you in a big castle, right? You in a big castle and you got servants in the castle, right? And so this man walked past all the servants in the castle and all the servants bow. But when this man goes outside the castle, it goes to the gate of the castle, it's a slave in front of the castle that will not bow to him. He wants to kill those people of the man in front of the castle. You understand, young son? He don't want to kill the servants. He want to kill this man. You understand? For not bowing to him. Keep reading.
Before Haman from the day to day, and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad.
There's a certain people what?
Scattered abroad.
There's a certain people what?
Scattered abroad.
It's for you young brothers, you young officers. This is perfect for your Gentile breakdown. Going to the precept, it said there's a people that is what?
Scattered abroad.
Scattered abroad. Go ahead.
And it's like it. And dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom.
That's right. Go ahead.
And
talking about us. Talking about the Israelites that came out of the Babylonian captivity. Now we in the Persians in the Mede captivity. I ain't even bringing them up to speed, saying, listen, there's the people that scattered all throughout your kingdom and all the provinces. Go ahead, keep reading.
And their laws are diverse from all people.
They say what?
Their laws are diverse from all people.
He said our laws are diverse from all people. That is holy. That is holy. You just heard in the beginning of the story in the book of Esther that this king had to create royal commands. Right now, in this chapter, this Haman, this other nation who knows our culture and knows the heritage, our people knows that we are been scattered abroad and that our laws are what?
Are diverse from all people.
He said our laws are diverse from all people. You know how all of us, we all have 100 gods. They only have one. They only serve one God. That's what he's telling Azores right now. You know how Azores, you worship this God and this God, and you think you're a God, and you do this and do that. Yeah, they only have one God. Their laws are diverse above all people, even the other nations that's not in rulership under the Persians and the Medes, as they conquer. Our laws are different from theirs. Keep reading.
Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
And he telling me, like, listen, they don't even keep your laws. They don't even keep your laws. That's why you should have suffered them. What does that mean when he said you should have suffered them? You don't have no need to suffer them. What does that mean, young boy?
It's like it. So would that mean to punish them?
I drink. I drink.
Almost, but not really. Meaning say this. Meaning say you and I, right? We have to live together. Me and you, we have to live together, right? And we live together in a house, and we got chores in this house, and there are rules in this house. I'm keeping the rules in this house. You not. I shouldn't suffer you, which means what? If I'm keeping all the rules, and I'm telling you what the rules are, what needs to be done in this house, and you ain't doing it, I shouldn't have to suffer. Anybody? Go ahead, Al. Say it again. Tolerate. Tolerate. Perfect word. Or get a brother hand. You should have to tolerate that. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed.
That they may be what?
Destroyed.
So for this one heathen's pride, this white man's pride out. For this one white man's pride, he's like, man, we should destroy all of them. And you see how he's trying to manipulate the king. Try to manipulate him just like a devil. A lot of 2 reminded me that he's an Amalekite, a filthy, disgusting, so-called Jew. You understand? He's trying to manipulate this king out. Then, yeah, man, you shouldn't tolerate them. You don't even keep your law. We should kill all of them. Just because this one brother will not bow to this rat backstab. Keep reading.
Verse 9. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business.
He's like, I didn't even pay for it. That sounds just like a devil. I don't know how to remember that. He said, I pay. He said, you don't even got to come out your pocket. It can come out my pocket. He's like, don't even worry about it. I'm just letting you know you got these group of people that's gathered in your pocket. They have diverse laws that don't even obey you. Listen, man, you don't even got to worry about it. I pay to get all of them killed. That's what he's saying. Keep reading.
To bring it into the king's treasury.
Go ahead. He said, I paid it directly to your treasury. Get it done. Keep reading.
Verse 10. And the king and the king took his ring.
If I may, once again, you reading these stories, you brothers and sisters that's watching online, that's in these classes now, and you listening to this story, the mind of this so-called Jew, Amalek, or this heathen Haman, that is the mind of the heathens today. I'll just pay you to destroy blacks and Hispanics. That is what Donald Trump did with ICE. It's coming out of my budget. He hired all them ICE, gave them $10,000, $30,000 incentives to hunt our Latino brothers. This is how these heathens think today. For the pride of our people not to obey them and to come up against them, he said, you know what? I'll just come out of my own pocket and get rid of all of them. Go ahead, Captain.
Yeah, you know, the irony is that Stephen Miller, who's a part of the Donald Trump cabinet,
right?
He's Amalekite. He's the one that puts him, you know, to go detain all these Latino brothers and sisters. You know, right. It's him. So it's the parallel to then and now.
Listen, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because once again, these are the same people just coming back doing the same thing. Keep reading, Ward.
Verse 10. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy.
Exactly. He our enemy. And it's clearly expressed in the scripture. Like Christians put themselves, put our people to such a disadvantage when you look at the white man as your brother or one of God's children. You know, whatever Christians say, he is your enemy. He's always been your enemy. That king giving that ring to Haman, he gave him the authority to go ahead and do it. Easily, too. He knew just the right words to tell that king as well, so that he could get the power to do it. He said, man, they sadder than your man. They got their own laws. They don't obey your laws. And you ain't even got to pay for it. I'll pay for it to get rid of it. You shouldn't have to tolerate that, my lord. Just like a nasty rat. Just because one brother will not bow to the king. That's the white man today. That's when you see police brutality, when you see a police officer murder a brother, that is in his mind. You understand? Murder a brother in cold blood after a traffic stop with no firearm on him or nothing, that's in his mind. Like who is this cat to even question my authority with this badge I got over here? Put him to death. That's his mentality. That's what you're seeing here in these scriptures. So imagine, right? So you imagine some hick, dumb, cowardly white police officer in a low state with that mentality. Now imagine in the White House, the mentality of our enemies when it concerns Black and Hispanic people. And they are welcome. What did Epstein had? Epstein had lists and lists and lists of politicians and his parties. These was what in the mind of these heathens concerning our people, concerning how they're going to come together and destroy us. They won't even go to the government. They're like, I need to pay for it myself. I'll do it myself. I'll get it done myself. With some type of background deals that they doing with each other. You understand? This is the spirit of this place here. Keep reading.
Verse 11. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also, to do with them as it seemeth good to thee.
Dang, king ain't even. He's just like, man, yeah, go ahead and do whatever you think you should do with it. Go ahead and handle business. Go ahead and do whatever you think needs to be done. Go ahead and do it. The silver is in your hands. You got the financial backing. You go ahead and get it done. I ain't even gonna think about it. That's what he's saying to you. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month, and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the king's lieutenant and to the governors that were over every province, and to the rulers of every people of every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language. And the name of King Ahasuerus was it written and sealed with the king's ring.
There you go. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the letters were sent by post into all the king's province to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews.
Let me tell you something. So this is the decree. This is the decree. This is a law that he signed. With the king's ring, this is a law. A decree saying you're going to kill all the Jews. So imagine, just imagine it's coming to your door. You know how easy pass bill come to your door, easy pass. You know how they come to your door. Just imagine you get an envelope come to your door and say, on this such and such day you will die. And you from the tribe of Israel. You Israelite. And you get that notice. My man, you say if you're an Israelite on this day, blah 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 blah, you will be hung to death. Like God dang. That's a rough. He sent it out to everybody in the provinces. Keep reading.
Both young and old, little children and women.
This is such like the white man. He's such a beast. You don't care who you are. You could be young, you could be old, you could be a woman, you could be a child. All you get killed by a letter. By a letter. Imagine the fear of our people out there. We just left the Babylonian captivity. Just the people that scattered here in Persia under this king Xerxes, we just left the Babylonian captivity. Now here we are again. Here we are again, about to get slaughtered by another nation, by another heathen. And it's at your doorstep. It's a letter. It was in an envelope. They just gave it to you. Keep reading.
In one day,
one day they're gonna kill all of us. Like, just imagine that. We celebrate Valentine's Day and all these other holidays. We won't remember this. We won't remember when this cat out of his pride tried to kill all of us and had the financial backing by the king to kill all of us. We're gonna remember what Donald Trump did to our Hispanic brothers, man. Because that is the same thing. He sent them ICE agents out there to hunt our brothers down, killed some of them, killed some of their children, destroyed their families. This is the same thing going on here. Keep reading. No sweat. Pick it up a little bit, all right? Come on with it. Come on with it. Shout out to everybody that's online, man. You know, tuning these classes, man. The Feast of Purim is definitely a day to observe. If you're a Black and Hispanic woman, man, how a sister, man, really stood up for her people. This is how you really stand up for people.
Right.
Like if Cardi B had an ounce of righteousness in her bones, and she's watching Hispanics being persecuted in America, he'll stop doing that twerking just for a little bit. Just stop for a second, you know, and say something right while the world is watching you. Like our women have the privilege of being the most beautiful women on the earth. That's what's in this Bible. Black, Hispanic, and Native American women are historically the most beautiful women on the earth. And look at how they are exploited by these other nations. That's right. They are exploited by these other nations and robbed of their value and robbed of their dignity. When we read this book here, in the book of Esther, this Feast of Purim, you reading about a sister who took the counsel and came under subjection of a prophet of the Most High under Mordecai to deliver her people. That's what you're reading about. Keep reading. Go ahead.
And one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month of Adar, to take the spoil of them for a prey. The copy of the writing of the commandment to be given in every province was published unto all people that they should be ready against that day.
Jesus Christ. So they telling the people in the province, like, yo, you got so-called Israelites living around you on this day, we gonna kill them all. And the ones that survive, we're gonna take them for a prey. We're gonna do whatever we want with them. We use them, sell them, discard them, you understand, enslave them, do whatever we want with them. That's what they say. And do not be a fool. Well, once again, you living in America. You just seen them Epstein files come out. They eating children, and listen, I don't even eat bagels anymore. They said the babies taste like cream cheese. I don't even eat bagels. Don't even ask me, do I want a bagel? I don't want, you understand? I don't want to be nothing close to what these devils is doing out here. You understand? But do not be a fool and think that they won't do something like this again. As their nation falls, as this society starts to crumble, don't be a fool that the white man won't turn all the way into the evil beast that he has always been. He'll send a letter to your door like, hey, you ought to report to this camp over here if you Black or Hispanic, and your neighbors got the letter too. So all your white neighbors that you got, they're gonna let us know if you're going or not. Don't be confused like this bastard won't do it. Remember that the Lord said this: the things written aforetime are for your learning. They for your learning. You got to remember things like this. These are the bastards who are in charge of us, who are giving us water to drink, who are giving us power in our houses, who putting food in the grocery stores for us to eat and to consume, who our children go to school with, who are our children's teachers, who are on the school board, who are on the boards of education and the medical boards. These are the bastards. These are the type of people with these type of mentality over us. Keep reading. The Pope went out. SHALAM, you got to give it. If you want to answer the door, you got to give it to somebody else. Really nice and loud, huh?
The post went out, being hasted by the king commandment.
Come on now.
And the decree which was given to
Shushan.
The palace, and the king and the Haman sat down to drink, but the city Shushan was perplexed.
Shushan.
Yep. Shushan were perplexed.
He said the city Shushan was perplexed. Why? Because the people that live there is like in a couple of days, he's about to kill all the Israelites. He's about to kill the so-called Jews. Meanwhile, the king and Haman, they drinking, having a good time. drinking and having a good time. And that's what people need to understand. You would think Donald Trump had a heart. You would think Donald Trump had compassion when he sees news reports about innocent civilians being murdered by ICE. You would think Donald Trump would have a heart when he sees Hispanic children crying as their fathers get taken away and get ripped away from them. You think he had a heart? He don't. He's drinking with what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein. He drinking with him. He drinking with him. He having a good old drink. You understand? Laughing. Rich and wealthy. He could care less about our children.
Right.
That's why it's going to take one man not to bow his knee. One man. It's going to take one man not to bow his knee to this disgusting place. That's what it's going to take. Keep reading.
Go, Carl. It's like I read from Solomon.
Go ahead, boy.
Go, Carl. So. Verse 15.
Salaki, you know what? We're in chapter 4, verse 1. You can start there.
Okay, Carl, sir.
Go ahead. The water for the brothers and sisters who brought the grub through. That's the chapter 4, verse 1. Let's get it.
Esther chapter 4 and verse 1. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes and went out into the midst of the city and cried with a loud and a bitter cry.
This cat went in more and cried to the Lord, because that is the only thing that's going to help. Do you think Mordecai is not a fool out? He ain't say let's get weapons and try to fight the Persians and the Medes. Right. We got to rise up and revolt. Like that silly cat who wanted to start that new Black Panther party out there in Philadelphia with Black Lions. Of course, he's a rat and an informant. Of course, like he's a pathetic version of a snitch. You can see that from miles away. Of course, you're working with the police. You understand? But Mordecai didn't do that. Mordecai cried to God, because God is the only thing that can help him and help us. And that's what we must see today in 2026. It ain't what we need to do is go get land. What we need to do is get land and learn how to work real estate. We need a real estate group. You know what I mean? That's not what brother is saying. Excuse me, that's what people are saying, but that's not what we need. What we need to be saying is we need to turn back to the Lord, man. We need to obey these laws, statutes, commandments in this Bible, because God is about to destroy us. Right. These nations are about to come for us, and if we do not seek the Lord out, we are going to be destroyed. Right. This is what Mordecai knew. This is what we all should know in America in 2026. While we watching our enemies drop bombs on Iran and watching China put warships in the water, what we should be thinking about is how much we should turn to the Most High for him to come down and deliver us from our enemies, man. That's what we need to think about. It said that this brother Mordecai rent his clothes with a bitter cry. A bitter cry. Like this was a cat with some wisdom. This was a man of the Lord that saw that and said, surely we is done. Surely we done. You see all the wealth. You see how wealthy this king was when we read these first couple chapters. He got pillars of marble, tapestry, gold and silver, bed sheets,
God.
Mordecai is like, dear Lord, we need your help, man. Bad. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And came even before the king's gate, for none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. And in every province whither was so the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews.
Like, how rebellious can we be? Jesus Christ. We just got out of the Babylonian captivity. Now you get a decree. You walk, you had posters on the wall. You walk past the decree, all the Jews are going to die on Saturday. God damn. God damn. You like, brother, come on, man. We just got out of Babylon. Years later, God damn. You understand? Like, we got to turn to the Lord. Like, how much more we going to keep rebelling against the Most High, man? Right. All the time. I tell you what, though. For some reason, the Lord definitely showed that he loves us. Right. For some reason. I mean, the Lord definitely The Lord is, give me the word. What is the Lord doing with us, brother? Right here. What is the Lord doing with us? In all our rebellion against his laws and all our disobedience, what is the Lord doing with us? One word.
Is it patient?
Remember earlier. What is the word? What is the Lord doing with us? We keep breaking his rules. All the rules he said, we breaking his rules. Let's see if the brother get it. And then I'm gonna come to you, all right?
It was in Esther 3, right, Seth?
I'm looking for one word. Go ahead, brother. In the back, go ahead.
Third would be grace.
I'm looking for one word. We went over it earlier. What is the Lord doing with us? That the heathen said that they should not do with us. We got diverse laws. We don't even keep his laws of these nations. The heathens won't do this with us, but the Lord will. And what is that? I'm looking for one word. You know what? Go ahead, Al.
Suffer.
Suffer. The Lord won't suffer. He's suffering us. He gonna suffer us. He's like, these hard-headed blacks and Hispanics just keep on goddamn celebrating Valentine. He's suffering us. You understand? For some reason. Right. Keep reading.
Con. It's like verse 3. In every province whither is so the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting and weeping and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes.
Yep.
So Esther's maids and her chamberlains came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai.
And listen, when did Cardi B do that? When did Cardi B see the Hispanics being persecuted by ICE and say anything or spent some millions of dollars just to, for bottles of water? When did she do that? Or any other, the women who are praised for being sluts and rape. Of these, I didn't see Jennifer Lopez do anything. Did you?
Lots.
I didn't hear about Jennifer Lopez doing a goddamn thing for the Hispanics at all, period. Nothing. This sister right here got compassion. This sister Esther got compassion. She grieved. She sent her uncle some clothes, man. Keep reading.
And to take away the sackcloth from him, but he received it not. Then called Esther for Hatak, one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend unto her, and gave him commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was.
So listen. So now, because Esther is the queen, she got a servant under her. She can send and run errands and do things that she want to do. So she say, I need you to go to my uncle Mordecai and ask him what is wrong and what is going on and what's happening. Go ahead, read.
Verse 6. So Hatak went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gate. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay the king's treasuries for the Jews to destroy them. He also gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given to Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther.
Listen, so he got the copy of the decree. He got the letter in his hand. He telling them everything that's going on. He like, listen, man, Haman paying this amount of money. He paying thousands of dollars for the treasury, man, for them to come and slaughter us, man. He got the paper right here. It said right here. Give it to her. He like, take it to her. This is what's going on. Take it to her. Like that. Keep reading.
Slack, sir. 8:55.
Okay, do what?
No sweat, sir.
We gotta run it down. Keep reading.
And to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make request before him for her people.
Keep reading.
And Hatak came and told Esther the words of Mordecai. Again, Esther spake to Hatak and gave him commandment unto Mordecai. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, whom is not called, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter.
Right. Go ahead.
Khan, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days.
So listen, so what Esther saying, so she got the message that Mordecai sent. And now she's telling him to go back to Mordecai and tell him that I can't go to the king because he got a law that can't nobody just walk into his royal courtroom. Can't nobody walk in there unannounced or without a appointment, basically. You can't just walk into his throne room because it's a law that he'll kill you unless he hold out his golden scepter. If he hold out the golden scepter, then you safe. I mean, he give you a pass. So she telling the man to go tell Mordecai, I can't walk in there. I ain't seen him in 30 days. I can't just walk in there. He gonna kill me. That's what she said. Keep reading.
Khan. And they told to Mordecai Esther's words. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place.
Read that part again. Now, feel this for a second. Read what Mordecai told him. Feel what Mordecai told his sister. Read that part again.
Khan, I'm sorry, 13?
Yeah.
Khan, sir. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself.
He said, think not what?
With thyself.
He said, think not with thyself. What does that mean? Go ahead.
Don't just think about yourself.
Yeah, don't think about just your own life. And brothers and sisters this oppression, you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful because this oppression is so hard to where you can start in your mind, start to just say, I got to really just care about myself. And you'll see it in some brothers and some sisters that just go off. They ain't going off because this truth ain't where you're supposed to be. They ain't going off because this truth is wrong. They going off because it is easier to only care about yourself. Right. It is much, much easier. Right. What we doing here, this is hard. Right. To consider one another, to watch how we talk to one another, to go to one another, to make sure one another eats, to make sure brothers are safe. You understand? In this oppression, that can become harder. But we're here nonetheless. We're going to suffer each other nonetheless. Right. We're going to suffer each other nonetheless. In the world, it is easier for Cardi B to just only care about Cardi B.
Right.
That's it. She ain't got to care about the rest of the Puerto Ricans. You understand? I didn't see her speak on Bad Bunny's behalf after that halftime show or anything. I didn't see none of that. Because it's easier just for you to just take care of yourself and take care of your little kids, your little chamberlains. Take care of your little chamberlains and your little, servants or whatever. You'll be fine. Right. Mordecai telling her, don't think to thyself. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Be selfless. Or he telling her what's going to happen if she do.
Khan. Think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house.
Yeah, don't think that you gonna get a pass. They're gonna kill you too. That's what all the rich of our people, and I like to call them the poor rich. They ain't really rich. Right. They the poor rich. Right. You a poor rich. Right. You ain't really rich. That's what all the poor rich Negroes and entertainers, they should realize. You are a nigga too. Yep. You ain't getting no pass. Right. And you've seen it countless times and over and over and over. Those entertainers, they get pulled over by the cops thinking they got some type of status. Why you pulling me over? You don't know who I am? No. You finna get shot. You finna get shot. You get harassed and followed just like any other black or Hispanic man, and that is it. Right. You understand? And that is what Mordecai is telling Esther, like, don't think you're going to get away. You're going to get it too. Keep reading.
Khan, more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place.
It's so heavy with Mordecai telling him. He like, listen, if you don't go, he's like, listen, if you don't go and tell this man this, not only are you going to die like the rest of us, the Lord going to find somebody else to deliver. That's how much faith this man got in the Most High. He drilling it in him. He like, listen, shorty, you be selfish all you want. You gonna die, and you gonna die worse than all the Jews because you the queen. They gonna make an example out of you. Right. And the Lord gonna find somebody else to do what you should have done.
Right.
That's what he's telling them. And that's how you gotta raise your shorty up, man. You gotta raise your Eve up like that. You gotta raise your daughter up like that. That's right. Like shorty, look, most high Christ. You gotta raise your daughter up like this. You ain't finna be on Disney Channel. You ain't finna be on Disney Channel. I know it look nice on TikTok, but Disney Channel is evil. And so you're going to sing it for the Israelite school of UPK, and that is all. Keep doing no Disney Channel ahead because it is evil and it's wrong. You understand? And they are going to shame you like they do the rest of our beautiful daughters. All our beautiful daughters. You got to raise your sisters up hard out. So like wood. Sing hell for it. Yeah, sing hell for it. Do something real.
But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed, and who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
Listen, he's like, yo, remember your father, like your father died. My uncle, he gone. So if you think about yourself at this moment, you're gonna shame your father's house. The whole time you could have became queen is for this. Like the Lord could have put you in this position for this very day. That's what Mordecai told him. He's telling them like, yo, this all could have happened for this reason, for you to deliver us. That's what he's telling them. So as you imagine in this story, just imagine some harsh Benjamin cat dropping it on this cat. Just dropping like, yo, tell her I said that if she don't do this, she gonna suffer for it, man. This is the whole reason she did. That's what he telling her message. He like, I don't want to hear none of that. You tell her she better do that, or she gonna die, and the Lord gonna find somebody else. Right. That's what he's saying in the front of that gate, man. Keep reading.
Khan. At verse 15, then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer: Go, gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go into the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish.
So that's the hand. That's a piece of reference. She like, all right. She like, all right. She got checked by Mordecai. She like, all right, but just do this for me. Just fast. What else she say? She say fast. No, either eat no drink. She said, me and my maidens, we're gonna do the same thing. They gonna afflict their soul before the eyes of the Most High. She was like, and if I go in there and I die, then I'm gonna die. That's a sister. That's a one West sister right there.
Right.
That's right. You understand? Was in fear for her life. It was like, yo, because why? How is your life greater than any of ours? How is your life greater than any of ours? Any of them. You understand? If anything, you owe Mordecai for taking you in, bringing you in, putting you in position. Now you're in a position and you got to do something. Now you got to do something for the Most High now. You're living, you're wealthy. At this point, Esther is wealthy, y'all. She got servants and handmaids and money and messengers and all that. Mordecai like, listen, this is the whole reason you got all that. You better do it. She obeyed him. She obeyed him. She heard him. She ain't say, someone who said, black woman, Jesus Christ. She ain't say,
I'm not the one.
Yeah, I ain't the one.
You better go find somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't say none of that. She stepped into it, stepped into the game. He reads.
Khan, verse 17. So Mordecai went his way and did according to all that Esther had commanded him.
He reads.
Khan. Slice it. 905.
Keep reading.
Yeah, a little bit more if you want, because they just play the music in the meantime.
Okay,
But it's up to you.
All right.
Esther 5:1.
Yeah.
Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house, and the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house, over against the gate of the house.
Right.
And it was so, when the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight. And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand.
Listen, she did it fast, man. She got beautiful. She walked in there and just leaned on the gate. She did something like she did seduce. She just leaned on the gate, gave him a look, and he like, the scepter, he bring the scepter like this. She go right there, right on there with that joint. See her leaning against the gate. You know the was in this. Man, it's nice, man. It's nice. You understand? She leaned up against that gate. She cool. Bring her on in. Keep reading now.
Is that mine? Salaki.
You know what I'm saying?
From behind glasses. He play glasses.
Oh, there she go. Come on. There she go. Keep reading.
Khan. Salaki. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter.
Look,
Then
and she finessing now. She finessing. She don't just come to him. She know exactly what she doing. Keep reading.
Khan, verse 3. Then said the king unto her, what will
If I could, we show you, sisters, man. We have a hard time out here in this hell called America. We black men. You understand? Turn some of that on, man. Turn some of that's going on when I come in here. You understand? Stop telling me the toilet broke and the sink broke and you know what I'm saying? I need to hear me go on these things, man. I wouldn't let that. You understand? Turn some of that on, man. Keep reading.
Khan, verse 3. Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be given thee to the half of the kingdom.
Listen, man, he like, yo, shorty, what you want? Bro? Whatever you want, you got. What you need? Look, coming in here looking all good like that. What you want? I give you half the kingdom, shorty. What you want? Keep reading.
Khan. And Esther answered, if it seem good unto the king, let the king and Haman come this day unto the banquet that I have prepared for him.
So she lining him up, but she didn't even tell him right then and there. She want to get him nice and comfortable and set the scene, set the stage, and then she gonna break it to him. You understand? I'm gonna stop it right here. So right now she gonna invite the king to a banquet. This sister gonna put a banquet together. Her and her handmaids, they gonna put a banquet together. But notice she said, you and your servant Haman, y'all come to this banquet I got for y'all. You understand? We're gonna throw y'all a party. That's all I want, my Lord. That's all I want. So she's setting the stage to be able to break the news to him, and we're gonna read it in the other chapters. With that, we pass the class over, sir. Tomorrow, come. Tomorrow we're gonna finish up in the book of Esther with the Purim. All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer.
We got the security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K at 1 West 125th Street of Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the word. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means sent in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation, once again, we hold on Purim, the feast of Purim right now, which is the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That's today, Monday, the 2nd of March, and Tuesday, tomorrow, the 3rd of March. You can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. As well, we got the Lord's 57th annual Passover that's coming up over there in Houston. Make sure you have your travel arrangements in line. Any funds that you think that you might have issues with, you want to get in contact with your camp leader. You want to plan to go down for the whole week. It's a week full of events. Events for the kids, events for the adults. You got the black party, you got Commander Yahanna, you got the General Muhammad's class. You understand? You got the radio podcast show that's going to be going on. It's a whole week thing of events. If you have any questions, of course, you just want to get in contact with your camp leader. The fee for everyone 17 years of age and above is $200 per person. 17 age and above, $200 per person. So like anything else you want to add on that, sir? Remind Akim and Akwaki to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black hairband, and skull. And with that, I say Imagine, which means to be signed. Sisters, you can stay seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Rock, Yahanna, Yashamatah, Saw, which means a turn. Sisters, you can stand. Men of Israel, Salah. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Rock, Yahanna, Yashamatah, Glass of Smith.